diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Duke's offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bono.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a crease to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Now improvising. Going to try to get it himself. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real, the coaches get super tight and they start talking.
Continues to fight for yards. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Devils look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. A little release to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Jordan. Fakes to grab. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Power football with the run. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. He's looking to pass. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down. Whether you're running...
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out and they'll have the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That's caught. It's Myers. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll give it to the back. Picks up the first down. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Skips away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Iowa. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The give to the back. Got a little space. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Quick strike complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. They'll leave it with him. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker.
That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break.
Let's go! Let's go!
Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Vincent. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
15-yard line.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Quick completion on the out route. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun on third down. The throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Rides the back on the option, the give.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Looking to fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, oh man, that defensive end had a great get-off on that play. It exploded out of his three-point stance. He's able to use the swim move and get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. DB's right up on the receivers. Makes the catch. It's Vincent. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away.
Number 19, on to kick it away.
He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Quarterback extends the play. Got his man on the right. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
It'll be a draw. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And when you're a quarterback, you have to sell pass. You have to get your eyes down the field, the ball in your hand like you're ready to throw the football. Now I quickly hand it to the running back. You could see it worked, and the running back did the rest. The defense was thinking pass all the way. What a nice game.
Looking to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
He's got him. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
The play action fake. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up by 21 over LSU. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the single back. Gets it past the marker. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Blue Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for first down. Snap in the shotgun. Release to the back. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Blue Devils want to move quickly.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Back to pass, it's Jordan. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wideout, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Looking to throw again. Fires to the tight end. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're turning it on! Touchdown, Wolfpack! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Dropping back, it's Jordan. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Pierre. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire!
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Blue Devils have this offense rolling. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about...
Breaks into the open. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Blue Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air, it's Jordan. Good timing on the quick out. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
It's a draw. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
To the air on second down. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Duke! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 11 over Iowa. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat. There he goes! And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
NC State.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, NC State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The give to the tailback. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Jordan. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Blue Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Bully ball on third and short. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Rides to back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 11 to Old Dominion. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Floating away. He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. It's a draw. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Takes it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
The Wolfpack line up facing 3rd and approximately half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Blue Devils are in the hurry-up.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Jordan. The quick out. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll run play action. Hauls it in. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches. They'll try to sneak it. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. The running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Makes a man miss. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
It's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This quarterback was in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. He'll go to the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's...
Touchdown, North Carolina State! Fired in from the red zone for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but, man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 39 over Oklahoma State. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turning it on! How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
He's got the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Wants to throw again. Looking to scramble. He's in open space downfield. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. Cross, headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Blue Devils will hustle to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Banks. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Slams it ahead. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Gonna swing it on second down. A strike downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. When you see snot bubbles coming out of the offensive player, you know it was a good lick. The Mike linebacker sits right in the middle of the field, ready to roll, ready to lay the hammer.
Pulls it in. It's Meyer. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. NC State quick to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Running back searching for a hole. Across the 25. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
To the air, it's Jordan. Pressure coming.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, it's not open. Take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Now they'll try the right side. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Dances away. There he goes. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
To the ground with the back. Touchdown, Duke! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 25 to Rice. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's open on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Hooks. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage, because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
2nd down coming up. Handoff from the gun. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Are you surprised? Right, I'm going for my main guy. That's my dude out wide that I can trust. This is a moment where it's about trust, right? Late in the football game, we got to make plays. He goes to his go-to guy and makes a big play.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback's got the first. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. To the air on 1st down. Pucks it out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, NC State.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The line of scrimmage is the 34. That means a 51-yard field goal attempt with a chance to win the game. No good. Now all the pressure switches to their defense. They've got to get a stop. Nothing to work with as they try to force another round of OT. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Keeps looking downfield. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Blue Devils in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Good news is they didn't lose a ton of yards. The bad news is that's the third sack they've given up now in this game. They have got to do a better job protecting this quarterback.
Now to keep this overtime drive going on third and short. Looking to throw on third. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pierre. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on third and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got first and goal.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Back to pass. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They strike first in overtime. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown.
Here we go.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house.
Here we go.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Soft spot in the middle. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, NC State! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about this running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. They'll start this drive going to the air. Firing to the right, complete. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
He's got his man. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
And I think the offense caught the D off guard on that play, throwing it to the fullback. I think this defense was expecting the fullback to kind of ram up in there and try to block somebody, maybe get a fullback dive, but not release out of the backfield like that and catch the ball. This fullback, he's got a lot of tools in his toolbox.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. They want to throw it. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Makes the grab on the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. Touchdown, Duke. They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
They need this 2-point conversion to send us to triple overtime. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. He's not gonna make it, and he couldn't get there to tie the game. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.